All right, guys, welcome back to this week's vlog. As you can see in the background here, the GTR is pretty much almost all back together. Everything's reassembled and ready to go back on the road. For this week, I'm gonna make a quick video on how to install Bride Japan seats, or BRID. Sorry, Peter, Bride. It's gonna do a quick video on installing aftermarket seats in the GTR. I'm gonna go over all the bolts and all the connections and the seat occupancy, I guess is the main thing. All right, so we're gonna first start out by disconnecting the battery. All right, guys, so I went ahead, took the 10 mil and removed the negative terminal on the battery here. So I went ahead and removed the seats already. They're held in by 14 mil bolts here. So now that I have both seats out of the car, and I just want to give you guys a side-by-side comparison of both seats out. So what I did was I went and took it out. The factory seat buckle is right here. Underneath there, you're going to need a 17 mil to take the bolt out, and it's right here. And once you installed it, with the seat buckle out, you're going to want to take the seatbelt sensor here, unplug that, and then transfer it over to the Bride seat here. Make sure you don't tighten it too much so that it still swivels. So I just want to go over all the sensors, the plugs for all the sensors and stuff. So I believe the yellow one is for your airbag sensor, white one is for your passenger seat occupancy, and the bigger white one is for your power seats, heated seats, and I believe your airbag. So unplug them all. All you'll need to do is just cut the zip tie here and this one here that holds the seatbelt on. Once you do that, you can transfer it over here. It is pretty much ready to go back into the car. So with this particular install, guys, the seat that I went with was a Bride Stratia 2 Venus color. It looks pretty cool. Reminds me of like a midnight purple somewhat. Other than that, I mated it with the Bride Japan seat rail, and once we got the seat out, the seat rail I chose I figured I went with it just so that it is almost like a guaranteed fit on the fitment, and that's why I went with genuine parts. All the serial numbers are all here, and it's a Bride seat, super seat. And the codes here. Model number is R35 GTR type right hand. So that's pretty cool. So I made sure that everything fits. So the seat rail and the seat is held on by 4 3/16 Allen bolts and nuts, which is right here. So you want to go ahead and do that. There is a seat adjustments so that you can adjust the seat position to your likings. Once you guys got that installed, we're ready to install the seat back into the car. What I figured, or what I found, was I installed the Allen nuts on the bottom instead of the top. It just fits a lot better. Alright, guys, so now that we got the seat rails all fastened to the seats itself, it's ready to go inside. But before that, I want to show you guys all the connections and what I did, basically to trick the airbag and the airbag sensors, and so that you can get rid of the annoying seatbelt warning lights. So this one's for your side airbags. This is for your seatbelt. This one's for your seat occupancy, for the light on your dash. And this one's for your power seats, heated seats, and all that other stuff. This one we won't be using at all. This one we're going to plug these seatbelt back in. So for the yellow one here, I have a resistor that I bought from Bride Japan, and I soldered it in, and inside the I believe it's the male plug in here. So what I did was I got the male plug from a later model Nissan Altima. In my particular case here, I think you can get it from Sentra, Maxima, but instead of just shoving the resistor into the slots here, I just figured they look a lot nicer, a lot neater underneath the seat here. All right, before I throw the seat back into the GTR here, I just want to go over this one component that you'll need to clear the seat occupancy light, because without this bladder you cannot clear that light. And to save you guys this huge amount of money, what I did was I went to an auto wrecker and I got it out of a late model Nissan Altima. I took the bottom of the seat out, this bottom seat cushion, and disassembled everything and took this specific bladder out. Just be cautious when you guys take it out, and you don't damage the module here and any of the braided wires. This is the key component that you will need. If you guys wanted to buy this, you can't buy it separately from Nissan themselves. You have to buy the actual full cushion, and I believe it was priced out at like $3,000 just for the bottom cushion of it. So save you guys a ton of money. It's a little bit more work, but go to the auto wrecker and grab yourself. I believe Sentra, Maxima, and Nissan Altimas will all work for the Nissan GTR. And I didn't cut any of the plugs. I saved them all, and I made sure to grab the male side too, so that just gives you a nice cleaner install. I watched a few other YouTube videos on how to install like aftermarket seats and stuff. It doesn't have to really apply to bride seats here, but I think it'll work for many other aftermarket seats. This is one of the components that they don't really show. They just show you how to bolt in the seat, and they don't really show you how to clear that annoying light on the dash. But I'll show you guys all that after we'll get the seat back in. So now the seat is back in. We're going to start bolting down the 14 mils. So these are specific. Some of them have washers. So basically 3 of them have washers and 1 of them doesn't. The one that doesn't have a washer goes on the inside, and the rest of them go on the back. The bride seat rails just makes everything so much easier to install. There's no guesswork, and everything just fits nicely. With that said, guys, don't compromise and go with fake Bride Japan seats. It's just not worth it, you guys. Go genuine. Just no substitute. Just the quality of the workmanship and everything, and just you just can't go wrong. Save your money. If you can't afford it right at the beginning, save your money. It's well worth it. And again, I would go with the actual genuine Bride seat rails. They made it up so much easier, and they just belong to each other. So I just started with the I'm going to hand tighten down and tighten the rear ones. Then that will allow us to move the seat back with the seat rail here to get the front bolts. Now that the 2 bolts are in the rear, we're going to slide it back. Now we can access the bolts in the front and the 1 bolt without the washer for the inside. So I went above and beyond. I wanted to make everything look nice and neat. I went and bought these from Nissan, and to cover up the 14 mils. And it just gives it a nice OEM look instead of just leaving bare bolts and nuts exposed. Just wanted the extra step. Alright, so I just went ahead and connected all the connectors back in. There you go. And zip tied it up. Remember, this is just for your power seats, heated seats and stuff, so you don't really need that. Connect your seat belt back in, and the seat occupancy right here for the bladder that we got out of the Ultima. And just nice and tidy out down there now, guys. Just instead of like having exposed wires everywhere. All right, guys. So now that I finished the passenger side, you'd want to repeat pretty much the same thing for the driver's side. The only thing difference from the driver's side and the passenger side is the bladder. You don't need the bladder for the driver's side. Once you're all finished with that, all the seats are all back in, you can go ahead and connect the battery terminal. Once the battery terminal is connected in, you will see a seat occupancy light will flash, and you can just clear that code by yourself at home here. I'll set the link. There's a YouTuber that has a fantastic video how to clear it. Works every time. Just don't take it to the dealership, save yourself some money, do it at home. But I'll set the link up here somewhere for you guys to go ahead and clear that on your own. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's a nice quick video. I've enjoyed my bride seats for about 2 years now, and no issues. Just a fantastic set of seats. If you guys like it, I'll set the link below. You can get them at Envision. Well, I got them at Envision. Well, not me, but a couple of my employees got it for me. But like I said, I enjoyed it. Never had any issues with them. Look fantastic. Good upgrade for the car, or for the GTR or any other car. I think I saved a lot of weight on it. The factory seats are roughly, with the airbags and all the sensors and all the power motors and stuff, it's roughly about 50 pounds, and it's a fraction of the weight. I'll set the other link to Peter Liu, The Real Wheel Deal. He has a lot of fantastic videos on bride seats and reviews on all the different types. If you guys are interested in getting them, hit him up. All right, guys, hopefully you guys found that pretty helpful with installing not just bride seats, but any kind of aftermarket seats in a GTR or any other vehicle. It's quite fun. Again, hope you guys like it. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next vlog.